Hi, so today on the behalf of e-vehicles team, I would be discussing the impact, emission, costs and policies regarding e-vehicles. My team members consist of myself, Nimrit, Midhun, Pranjal, Jeetu and Divyanshu. So comparing emissions between e-vehicle and a conventional vehicle, we would be comparing emissions by Ford Focus, which is a conventional vehicle, and Mitsubishi MVE, which is an e-vehicle. So we have summed up the total emissions throughout the life cycle, which consists of raw material, extracting, manufacturing, operations, transportation, and decomposition. And as we can see, the difference is very significant. And also, as the number of kilometers increase, the emission impact of both the kind of vehicles decrease. Now we would be comparing the life cycle gas emissions for the year of 2021. So this data pertains to US and it has averaged the emissions by some vehicles, and the data is taken from the International Council for Clean Energy. So as we can see that fuel composition forms the major chunk for conventional vehicles, but for e-vehicles, fuel consumption emits almost zero emissions. But for other life cycle stages such as fuel production, maintenance, and vehicle operation, the difference is not that significant. And for some of the life cycle parts such as fuel production, the emissions by conventional vehicle is also less. And if we talk about a battery maintenance, because batteries are not there in conventional vehicles, it's only the e-vehicles which emit during that state, and also during vehicle maintenance, it's the conventional vehicles emitting more. Now we'd be talking about cost of maintaining conventional and electronic cars. So the costs included over here include the fuel charges or the electricity charges which one has to pay, insurance, and also the service and the maintenance charges. So the charges are estimated for the California state of United States, and as we can see that for conventional vehicles, the charges are much higher than e-vehicles. And also, as the distance has increased, the increase for conventional vehicles has increased, and for e-vehicles it has increased but not that significantly. So maintaining the conventional vehicles is expensive. But one caution over here is that this data relates to California, and over there the charging infrastructure is very well developed, and gas prices are a bit more expensive than other parts of US and Canada. Now we'd be talking about the cost of buying conventional electronic cars. So the data is based for the Ontario state of Canada, and as we can see, the conventional vehicles are less expensive than the e-vehicles. So the data which is taken is from the car comparison site, and across the four different car manufacturers, similar models were taken, and similarity was on the basis of offerings being made. And one point to consider over here is for that for a brand like Audi, which is considered a luxury brand, the price difference is not much. But for Toyota, which is not a very luxury brand, the price is almost double for the e-vehicle. In this slide, it can be seen that the cost of production of e-vehicles is much larger than the cost of production of conventional vehicles, and this is because the supply chains for e-vehicles have not consolidated yet, and the manufacturing process is still not efficient. Now, talking about the new registrations by vehicle type, so the data is taken from Statistics Canada. So as we can see that the new vehicles, e-vehicles, are very less as compared to the conventional vehicles. And also, although there is a sharp decline in buying conventional vehicles from Q3 of 2021 to Q1 of 2022, but that decline is not attributable to the shift in demand by buyers. It is more attributable to the war which is happening between Russia and Ukraine, and also because of the pandemic, there has been supply chain issues and cars are not being readily available. And this data also shows that there is a lot of policy room for convincing buyers to buy more of electronic vehicles, their purchase is very less. Now, a policy comparison was taken by Simon Fraser University, and it graded the all the provinces of Canada for their policies, and only 4 provinces had reasonable policies, and the 6 provinces they didn't had much policies. And it was also analyzed that with current policy, Canada is not able to reach the goal of 40% electronic vehicles by 2040. So it can be recommended that push for e-vehicles is needed because there's a large difference between e-vehicles being bought and the conventional vehicles being bought, and government can provide help by providing charging infrastructure, fiscal incentives, and also R&D expenditure to make the manufacturing process more efficient. Thank you so much for watching our presentation.